Hello people in the house are doing. Belfast got it a few days ago, the coronavirus. In Northern Ireland it was the first case in Irish soil, but God forbid, God help us. But today we have another one on Irish soil, but it is in the Republic of Ireland. And sad to report that it is in the Republic of Ireland, it is in Ireland. More people could have it. I'm not going to say to people that more people could have more than one person. One person's in quarantine at the moment in time in the west of Ireland. I don't know whereabouts in the west of Ireland, but there's no need for panic. The people who have been in close contact with the person have been informed by the agency and by the local authorities in their relevant districts, that there might be a risk of the coronavirus. But I say to people, don't panic, hopefully, please God, I hope that it wouldn't have to come this far, it wouldn't have to come to Irish soil, and it wouldn't affect anybody in Ireland. But sadly, it's Ireland's turn now to suffer the fate that many other countries have suffered at the moment of time. And I'm just saying to people, be on alert. I'm not saying to people to panic or anything like that. We can only hope for the best, and prepare for the worst. And we have to prepare for anything. We don't know what can happen today or tomorrow. I can't predict, nobody can predict. We can only hope. And at the moment in time, the HSE, the Department of Education, the government haven't said about closing schools or haven't closed any public buildings. But that's the next step if things get out of hand. I'm not going to say we don't have any ideas at the moment in time, but there is ideas floating around the state that there will be. I'm saying if it gets any worse, I think over 10 people, I think the government have said they will close public buildings and close them things if any 10 people get infected. But my advice to everybody in Ireland at the moment of time, wash your hands regularly, as much as humanly possible you can. Wash as much as you can. Simple as that. As much as you can. Any opportunity you get, wash your hands, please. If you will do that, you might say, what's that going to do? It's good to take these precautions. Small precautions might help out. Give your face a rub too if you have sick or anything. Just put a bit of water on your face. It might not do any good, but it's still good to try and make something work. I suppose what we have. If you have a mask, there's no need to wear it at the moment in time. It's not required to wear it at the moment in time, but just to have it on standby, and to have it nearby, and to have the arms left if needed. And I say to people, and I said in the other video, and I've said to many people around here, if you do, God forbid, if you do get the coronavirus, let's just take for example, straight away inform your GP if you feel the symptoms, a dry cough, anything like the precautions are up around the whole state. It's on news wires and everything like that. So I don't know the full extent. If you're coughing, if you dry cough or anything like that, please inform your local GP, or inform the local town if you feel like you do. But don't go into the hospital. Don't go into the any HSC building. Stay at home, and try and limit the communications with anybody if you feel like it is. But straight away inform somebody. And it's all about containment. It's all about trying to contain this. And if people could work with us, we'll work with the local authorities, work with the state. The government might not care too much, but try and work with relevant people, because we have to try and nip this in the bud before it gets any bigger. And my advice to people is, people said beforehand, before it came to Ireland, older people generally too, I can't fight off the coronavirus. If it comes to me, I'm dead. Don't think like that. Don't think like that. The Irish people came through so much, as I said in the last video I done. The Irish people came through so much disease, so much famine, so much oppression, so much extermination, in other words, during the famine. And we came through it. The Irish people got through it. No other country in the world could get through what we went through in the last 800 years. Between diseases, between famine, through everything. And the Irish people lived through all that. And we're still here today as a species on the earth. The Irish people are still a species on the earth, in other words. We can get through this. We can get through this as a country, as a united country, as a people. And we can get through it if we have the faith and we have the confidence that we can beat it. And we can beat it. Every Irish person, every Irish man, and every Irish woman can say to themselves, we can fight this. We can fight it. The HSE might be in collapse. The HSE might collapse at any moment in the state. But the Irish people have this system of not giving in. And that's what we have to do. We can't give in to this coronavirus. We can't let it destroy our way of life, destroy day-to-day life in Ireland. And another thing, we can't just put our lives on hold for one thing, like this. And I'm saying to people, fight it. Fight it. If you, God forbid if you do get it, fight it to the best of your ability. And, never let it defeat you if you do get it. This is just, I'm not trying to scaremonger anybody or like that. Just saying it straight out to people, and I said to the community, everybody's with you and everybody wants you to, nobody wants to have this virus. So just work with the local authorities. Obviously I'm still a bit shocked and all over the place talking about this, so forgive me if I seem a bit shocked. But work with the local authorities, work with the state, work with the Department of Health, work with the local schools, work with everything. If they say not to go in to bring your child into school one day because of fears, please follow that advice. If they say this building, is on quality, let's just say for example, follow the advice. Please follow the advice. And please stay in touch to the local news outlets, local radio, local, obviously, providers like, people to talk about it. But, please don't panic. Simple as that, don't panic. Everything's perfectly under control at the moment in time. There's no need for alarm, but there's a need to just be on a state of preparedness and a state of readiness if it does get, God forbid, any worse. But don't panic. Simple as that. I'm saying this to people, don't panic, because it might not get any worse. And it might never become, like, these two people might be the only people ever on either side that could get it. And there's no need to panic. Simple as that, there's no need to panic. It's not that severe yet. Or could not get that severe. Anyway, take care and bye.